Hello, my wonderful Scouse fam. I'm here, Church Street, the heart of Liverpool city centre, bringing the awful truth, sadly, to the good people of this city. If I don't bring the awful truth, then no one else will. And the awful truth in all its forms will change our glorious city. We will lose our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. As usual, Joe Owens has been walking in and around the city centre for several hours. I like to get a feel of things, I like to see what's happening. I don't want to bring false information to the good people of Liverpool. Cultural change is indeed all around. And as we celebrate Easter, here we are on Easter Monday, we must ask ourselves, the more new arrivals keep pouring into our city, sinking their roots deeper and deeper, bringing with them different ways, beliefs, values, standards, then it would only be a matter of time before that starts impacting upon our ways, beliefs, standards, customs, traditions. That's obvious. So, like I keep saying in my videos, time and time again, too many new arrivals being dispersed in our glorious city is a long-term threat to our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. It's not Joe Owens coming down here picking on people unnecessarily, far from it. I wish I didn't have to come down here. I wish I could spend my Easter Monday doing something else, but I have to come down here because if I don't, no one else will. If no one else will, cultural change will sweep across our city, changing it once and for all, like it has London, Leicester, Birmingham and many other towns and cities across the country. So what I bring, the message I bring to the good people of Liverpool is not unfounded. It's not something that's abstract, let's say. Let's just take London as a prime example of what cultural change has done to our capital city. It is no longer London in the true sense of the word. It's London in name, Big Ben still there, Charlie and Buckingham Palace, that's Shower and Westminster, yeah, they're all still there. But it's not London as it once was. Those who have fled, because that's the word, those who have fled London only know too well, right? Those who visited or work in London also know only too well. The politicians, Ian Byrne, my MP, West Derby, Paula Barker, MP for Wavertree, who I'll be challenging in the forthcoming general election, Dan Carden, Kim Johnson, many others in the city, they know only too well what's happened to London. They work and live there at times. They know exactly what has happened to London. And the same will, not maybe or could, will happen to our glorious city if we don't stop the flow of continuous, indefinite new arrivals being dispersed in our glorious city. It will indeed change our unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity. It's not it may, it will, right? It changed London, it's changed Leicester, changed Birmingham, many other parts of the country, as I refer to as the Islamic republics, Burnley, Oldham, Blackburn and many others across the country. They have been changed, culturally changed into completely different areas. Anyone that believes they haven't, you need to go and take a walk in and around the Islamic republics, right? Nothing wrong with Muslims, nothing wrong with Islam, right? But not too much of it. Like I've said with that before and again, it's all about balance, this, ladies and gentlemen, right? I think Liverpool, Brown Terraces, it hosts the oldest mosque in the country. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. And the Muslims that worship there, Joe Owens hasn't got a problem. But we can't have our city resembling an Islamic caliphate or something like that. That's for the Islamic world. It's not for our Christian world. Here we are today on Easter Monday, right? Small amounts of any religion, any culture isn't a problem. Joe Owens doesn't have a problem with this. But what we now see happening is whole streets, neighbourhoods, communities are being changed. Changed from what traditionally we're all too familiar with, our Christian. Liverpool, now you don't have to be a practicing Christian. I'm not a practicing Christian, right? But the fundamentals of Christianity and our wonderful cathedrals. You have to excuse me, it's getting busy. There is nothing wrong in going in them places and just feeling the sheer awe-inspiring effect they have on one when you go in there. They all do. Now, as I said, we're here now on Easter Monday. We have to reflect what this holiday is all about, and it's about us being Christians. It's about us being Scousers. It's not about persecuting anyone else or denying anyone else that right to their religious practice. Good on them. Joe Owens hasn't got a problem with this, right? It's too many, right? And that is what has happened to London, Birmingham, Leicester, parts of Oldham, Blackburn, Burnley, Bradford, Keighley, Huddersfield. Christ, I could go on. That is what has happened. Those places now represent completely different areas as to what they once were, right? And we must stop our glorious city going the same way. It's not about Joe Owens coming down here picking on anyone. I wish I didn't have to, right? It's about me bringing the awful truth that if we don't stop what is happening to our city, we will indeed lose it. We'll lose all our customs, all our traditions, all our ways, values, beliefs. Our culture will change and be replaced by another one, right? One that is not compatible with ours, one that has no connection to Liverpool, right? It has no connection to our city, its history, its culture, its ways, beliefs, values, standards. It has nothing whatsoever. Before anyone accuses Joe Owens of coming down here spreading prejudice or hatred or far right or all the other silly trigger words they use, I'm not. I come down here because I love my fellow Scousers, my wonderful Scouse fam, right? I am here for you, because if we don't stop what is happening to our city, it will indeed go, ladies and gentlemen. Like I've said, no more Cockney sparrows fly over London. Joe Owens bringing the awful truth. Is that racism? Is that prejudice? Is that far right? I don't believe it is. I am bringing the awful truth as to what is happening to our city. Like I've said, Liverpool hosts probably the oldest mosque in the country. The Quillam, is it? Quillam Mosque, I'm not quite sure the full name of it. Right, and great, there's not a problem with that. And those Muslims that worship there, not a problem. But you can't have these cultures, ways, beliefs, values, standards replacing ours. That's the difference, and that's what this is all about. It's not about me coming down here picking on anyone. As I say, I wish I didn't have to, right? It's not about picking on anyone. It's about highlighting what is happening to our city. It is being culturally changed, right? And unless we stop this cultural change, we will lose our city. It will lose its unique Scouse character, traditions and cultural identity, right? And it'll be replaced by something unfamiliar and unfriendly, right? It'll be a Saint-Denis. We don't want our neighbourhoods to become mini Saint-Denis, right? This is our city, right? As I've said, small amounts of new arrivals, whatever culture, religion, background they come from, isn't a problem. Joe Owens hasn't got a problem with that at all. But that's not what's happening. Too many are coming in, and it's changing our city. We can see it's changing, ladies and gentlemen. And let us all reflect as to what we are all and what we're about as Scousers, right? We're Christians, right? This is our city with our ways, beliefs, values. Everything that's unique to us is now under threat. There is a long-term threat. Cultural change poses to our unique city right? We can't allow this to happen, ladies and gentlemen. We must oppose it, and we oppose it in the forthcoming general election. Joe Owens will be standing in the constituency of Waverley. I'll be challenging Paula Barker. She's a cultural changer. I'll be standing up for the good people of Waverley because I believe they don't have a voice, as well as the rest of the good people of Liverpool. And once again, let me just say, I come down here on this Easter Monday to spread love and peace, not hatred or prejudice towards anyone, right? All the shops I shop in, many have security guards or assistants who are new arrivals. I'm courteous to them. I always say hello and make them feel welcome in our lovely city. We are all we're all ambassadors for our city, and that's how we should conduct ourselves. I would never ever treat anyone like I wouldn't want to be treated myself. I don't care where they come from. There are a lot of good people about who are new arrivals. The problem here, there's too many, and too many is going to change our unique, lovely Scouse ways, beliefs, values, standards. I'm going to go now, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting really, really busy, and I hope I articulated that as good as I could. It's not easy sometimes to say you're dodging in and out of the crowd, but I hope my message come across okay, and you understand where Joe Owens is coming from. This is not about anything other than the love of our city and its people. My wonderful Scouse fam, my fellow Scousers, this is about us, and that's all that counts here at the moment. The small amounts of new arrivals, they're secondary. My main concern is the good people of Liverpool. I do believe we can accommodate small amounts of new arrivals, and that's that. Then we need to close the door. And on a final note, no to cultural change, yes to Scouse pride. Shout it out loud, Scouse and proud. Okay, thank you.